So I'll be discussing student support. I also moonlight as the school counselor sometimes. Um, and I've decided for myself what will be my theme this year. So there's the song that's called Just Breathe. And its chorus always says what I believe in. It says, it's okay when you're not okay. If you're not okay, I'll be right there and I'll stay right here while you break until you are okay. Think about it. In this time that we're living in where we are covered in moss and we feel like we cannot breathe, it may make us believe that we were always breathing beforehand. But I think one of society's many ills is that mental health is never put as a priority. Imagine having to always overcome obstacles in life alone in order for you to succeed. That's the society we live in, where we are always made to feel like it's a victory to always have these problems that only you could solve all alone with no one else because you don't need anyone. And then we do it to other people. We love to guilt trip people into neglecting the signs that they're not okay in order to get going with life. Be it pressure because we need to move on because as an adult, we need to provide food for our family, or it is a learner who needs to write this important exam, but they have just experienced loss. We are not always prioritizing health. And that's obviously where I come in. Because here's the thing, when our hearts and hope both break, we find new healing and new faith. Part of our problems when they come is that they're going to strengthen us, but we need to get through that with support from people. Healing is such an important thing, and I would not be losing money if I would bet that all of you are dealing with pains of the past that you haven't actually addressed. And because you haven't addressed them, they have molded you into a person that at times when you look in the mirror, you're not proud of. And my role is to prevent that for our children. So what support exists for our children? It starts with just counseling. So a learner is allowed to approach me and say, sir, I'm not okay. You as a parent are allowed to approach me and say, sir, my child is not okay. And teachers are allowed to say, yo, I've been observing this child and I can see they're not okay. So that is how then someone gets my attention and then we begin the intervention. But the thing is, a child does not live for themselves. In fact, a child is highly dependent on the adults around them. And the biggest adult in their life is going to be you, the parent. So we will continue this year with the parent group sessions, and they will probably have to be online. We will also always figure out what is the best way for us to help each other. So parent group sessions happen once a term, and there's a pre-selected topic that either picked up through my interactions with the children or even communication from you as parents, or where I've identified a need that within the school shows me that our families need support in certain ways. Then we will make an announcement and we will meet together. So when you receive the year calendar, some of the dates have already been decided. In that way, we are committed to, at the very least, attempt to make that day of use. And if we can't because of circumstance or because COVID became something else, then we will make an announcement. Then the last way that I love to support your children is their own self-improvement. Because sometimes the misunderstanding of what counseling is that counseling is essentially you've experienced trauma, something is not right in your life, go get help. But the truth is, a therapist is one of the best people to help you self-improve. So it's not about you looking at your life and saying, what do I suck in? What am I terrible in? But it's also looking at your life and saying, where am I trying to go? And am I okay in pursuing that? And sometimes the best placed person is a counselor to help you go through those moments. And that is what I also offer our children. So how then can people get hold of me? quite simple. As a parent, you can email me. So my email is counsellor@ssb.za.com. You can WhatsApp me, 083-265-7647. And your learners basically can use any medium to get hold of me. So we have a school WhatsApp, not WhatsApp, but Instagram page, so they can DM me there. They can WhatsApp me. They can go on Teams and put my name in a chat and say, "Sir, I need help." They can call me. In fact, they can even stalk me. Whatever they need to do to get my attention, they can do it, because my priority is them. And because they are my priority, you are also a priority. So you are also allowed to get hold of me in whatever way, shape, or form. So I liked that one of the values that Mr. Manyisa spoke about a lot is resilience. And there's a quote I also believe in. It says, despite all of the talk about resilience being an individual trait, most of us are only as resilient as we are loved. And that is something I want to emphasize about how I work with your children. When they come into my space, they come into a space that will love them unconditionally and will do everything possible that will help them. And by virtue, it means even you. When you come to me with struggles of your family, you will also be loved unconditionally, so that we can help your resilience to get through what may be trying times. So please make use of the service. Don't be shy. Nothing that is said to me becomes public, but more importantly, don't walk away from those who are trying to help you. Thank you.